family. The route that we are going is not the chemical route, the chemical treatment route. This is basically what is the stranglehold on too much of the healthcare system is now, and especially on our government offices. That the big pharmacy has strived and lobbied incessantly, congressmen, senators, representatives, and even our own president, even our every office that has anything to do with drug regulations and the like. Big pharmacy has worked hard to try to get those politicians into their back pocket and influence them to pass legislation against various things that could somehow undermine their business. Okay, here is an example. This may not be a poor example. Your car, you say your car needs an oil change. And what do when your car needs an oil change? You either do it yourself or you go to someone, a pro who can do it properly. They drain the old oil out of the crankcase, they take the oil filter off, put a new filter on, put in new oil, you're done, the car is running great. Now would you instead, when your car's oil is going bad, would you then take just a chemical additive and pour it into the crankcase? I mean, sure, if they can come up with a chemical additive you can put in your crankcase and then your engine would run a little better for a little while, would you do that? Would that be feasible? Would that even make any sense? Of course not. That is a picture of what Big Pharmacy is doing. See, the route that we're going with our kids with autism is the biological route. Autism is a biological problem, and with the proper diet and the proper treatment of allergies, this is the biological route that my wife and her research has found best for our children, not the chemical route that so many doctors and so many pharmacists, and especially Big Pharmacy, would want us to go. Without going into the details of what autism is biologically, if you treat autism in a biological way with speech therapy, with occupational therapy, and with a good proper diet, I mean, we're talking about brains that are starving. We're talking about brains that have been damaged by whatever, like the chemicals and things like that, or the agitation by allergies and the chemicals that are in certain vaccines. It's not the way to go. To go the chemical route, the biological route, you give the body what it needs so that the autism would be lessened, if not greatly reduced, over a period of time. But with too many doctors, they think, especially with Big Pharmacy, they see autism as just another big market that they can exploit with new chemicals. Biological route, that is the sensible way. As say, you need an oil change. You take out the bad stuff, put in good stuff. You see? But with the chemical way, that's like thinking that if you add the right chemicals, if you go through billions of dollars of research to find the right chemicals to put in the crankcase to revitalize the worn out oil, that is an example of good intention but not good thinking. It's also exceedingly expensive, and it also has the possibility of making a lot of profit. That is what I fear is going on in autism right now, that there is a huge debate between the chemical route and the biological route. The chemical route, biological route, it shows results. It shows results. I'm not going to give you details or exacting proof with the short amount of time I have in this video, but the proof is out there, and in future videos I will bring it to you. Chemical route is the basically the equivalent of just throwing an expensive chemical in your crankcase and hoping that your oil gets revitalized and that your engine will keep going. Sure, the engine will run for a little while a little bit better, but